Red Cup Talk with Brian Adams. Let's get into from denying to apologies. This is definitely not a good look. What in the hell are they doing with all our entertainers, man? When we get a little older in life, we ain't gonna have nobody to look back on. They're gonna all be locked up. And I hear Jay-Z is next, allegedly. I don't know what's going on. I'm almost wondering if maybe they need to select. I ain't even gonna go there. But anyway, did y'all see the video? Did you see the Cassie video where Diddy was, your boy Diddy. I took some time to get out here to do this video because I figured by now you probably have seen, heard of all of this craziness that's going on, and I don't know what to call of it. I got so many questions. This video has not just opened up a whole lot of worms, it's opened up a whole lot of more questions for people, especially for me. And it's making me wonder, because I did grow up in this era. I'm 45. Damn, I'm 45 years old. Wow, 45. I'm 45. So when Diddy first came out and he was doing his thing, the P. Diddy, the Puff Daddy, I don't know, whatever name he was using, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, it was one more other one. But that whole Bad Boy for Life, I grew up in that era. So I got so many questions going back. I mean, as far as why Lil' Kim not speaking up? Why Faith ain't speaking up? Mary J. Blige, she was the golden child. She was the golden goose over there at the Bad Boys for a long time. In and off the label, but why she's not speaking up? A whole lot of people that I like to thinking should be saying something about this. Or at least defending the man. If not speaking up, defending him, I feel like if you know stuff like this and you don't say nothing, you're making it worse for the next victim. And basically, this is what this was. Because clearly Cassie, she's not the first one. It's been other ones that's come out. And she was 19. So, of course, when she was probably a baby, I'm assuming is when they probably was getting Bad Boy Entertainment off the ground and dealing with the death of Biggie and the Tupac, the beef and all that was going on that time. She probably was a little girl, so she probably don't remember all of this stuff. But my thing is, I remember it. Brian Adams remember it because that was my time. So of course, like I said, it makes me question a whole lot of things. But I'm going to try to stick to my points in this video. After all that, right? I'm going to try to stick to my points. I'm surprised he's owned up to it. I'm surprised Diddy owned up to it because they say narcissists. I know some narcissists. I've grew up around some narcissists. I've worked with some narcissists. And usually with narcissists, they don't, that's one of the main things. It's very rarely they admit to their wrongdoings. They usually shift the blame on people. If it is their fault, you can have them against the wall with their hands up. And they'll still say it wasn't me. If it was because somebody misled me. That's usually what narcissists say. So I'm going to go ahead and rule this that he's not a narcissist. I'm going to rule that out. A few other things I'm going to rule out. We're going to go ahead and get into that later on in the video. This is crazy, man. He hit rock bottom, he said in his apology video, if you saw that recently. Rock bottom from what? I don't remember seeing nothing in the paper talking about P. Diddy or Puff Daddy or his alias, what alias he's going by at the time, that he hit rock bottom. I don't remember reading about nothing about that or saying anything like that. He went and got help, he said in that apology video. I'm just breaking this video, this apology video down because this was just like, really, dude? I know a fake apology when I see one. Hell, I've given fake apologies, so I know one when I see one. And I also know one when I'm sitting in the kitchen cooking dinner and I hear somebody talking about it on the radio. I know a fake apology when I hear one. But we're going to stick to this. the points. He went and got help. He was going to therapy. What are you going through therapy for? And why wasn't this mentioned? A few weeks ago, you said that they were out, these Cassie and all these other allegations, they were out to get you. They were out for a quick money grab and trying to bring you down and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that yada, yada, yada in it because there's so many words I want to say in between that yada, yada, yada. So now all of a sudden you're apologizing. Man, come on. All you P. Diddy fans and all you P. Diddy lovers, if you think that this is cool, then you got another thing coming. And that's the God honest truth. You got another thing coming. I don't know why it's so hot in here. I got the AC on, but I am burning up. Wow. Oh, summer is amongst us. But, yeah. Rehab, what was the rehab for? What was rehab for? What were you dealing with at that time? Because, like I said, never heard of you hitting. He says he hit rock bottom. How many times you hit rock bottom and didn't talk about it? Or you don't get therapy for rock. Well, I'm not gonna get into all that. I'm just, like I said, just pointing out facts here. I'm trying to stay on point with this because this is crazy. He settled the quickest settlement in the history of settlements in cases like this. He settled it within 24 hours after Casey dropped that stuff, all those allegations. Now they're saying that I've heard there's some people are saying that she has something to do with this video, this hotel video being released. There's some that are saying I don't think that she had anything to do with it because I feel like if she did, she probably would put it in that multiple page lawsuit that she filed on Diddy, that he within 24 hours. He basically bowed down to her, said, hey, this is, you know, you paid her off, la, 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 la. I'm sure they had some NDAs involved because we haven't really heard from her since. But for some reason, all this stuff is just coming down the pipes. What's done in the dark will definitely come out in the light. It might not come out all the way, but it's going to seep out some because you can't be like this forever. You can't continue to do people wrong like this. From my understanding, it wasn't just Cassie. It wasn't just the other alleged, you know, you had celebrities that he's worked with, artists that he's worked with. People have lost their lives. And God forbid, you know, going down those rabbit holes and investigating those deaths in the past. I mean, you're going to have to do some rabbit hole going down. Though. I mean, I know we all try to avoid going down the rabbit holes as much as possible and just looking at it from the side that's more brighter. But right now, there are some issues that need to be addressed. Not just with this, not just with, you know, because Cassie got paid off, but this right here is what they say when you have the carriage before the horse, so to speak. Anyway, sticking to the bullets. Man, he said he was sitting in a he was in a bad place. He said he was in hit rock bottom. Again, I don't believe that. He's sitting and it's not a mission of guiltiness on his part. So he's not asking for forgiveness, but the brother, clearly he needs help. He needs help. What about the other women and men that came forward? Yeah, what about the other men and the guy? That one guy, it was Alphonse and it was a few others, but that one that really, I don't know why they don't just push all of them out, but they seem to pick and choose which ones they want to, you know, bring to the light. They pick and choose which one they want to bring up. The industry, they all know this stuff is going on. They all know this stuff is going on. They all know what's going on and why it's going on. We're the ones that find out about this stuff last. After we bought multiples of music, we just supported this guy when he went to his concerts, paid a whole lot of money to hang out with him and his bad boy family for life. And this is what we get. I really, this is really, 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 really crazy. And I was a really big Biggie Smalls fan. I think I was probably the biggest Biggie Smalls fan out there. So I'm really questioning, really questioning that now. You know, his death and his demise and everything. Man, this is crazy. This is so crazy. I heard there are others that are actually working on coming down the pipeline. So what kind of apology trail are you going to have for them? You know, somebody check on Wendy Williams too, because I know she is over there cracking up in slow motion. I know she is, because I had some issues with Wendy too. I'm 50-50 with Wendy because, like I said, I grew up in this era. So I know and I've seen how powerful, you know, this gossiping and talking about each other and stuff can do. But nonetheless, this is where we at with it. So we're going to keep on going. We're going to keep right on going. Even with TD Jakes. TD Jakes, I've seen him live. TD Jakes is one that I remember I've seen him live twice back in Washington, D.C. years ago. He did a convention there at the convention center, I think it was, and I went with my god sister, and he had them all up in arms and praying and just, oh man, that man was very powerful. Even I looked over at my god sister at one point, and she was standing there with her arms up, just giving it up for TD Jakes. And I remember saying back then, I hope they never find nothing on this man, because this man got all these people. I'm saying this for myself. It's not that I'm seeing it on TV. It's not that I'm assuming. I was standing around that little conference room, that big conference room, and I was looking around at all them people. Now, mind you, I was feeling it too, but see, I'm Catholic, so the word moves me differently than how it moves others, you know? And I get it. I understand it. I respect it. But I just, you know, again, I just said back then, I remember thinking, I hope they never find anything on this man. I hope they never find that he is bad, him or his wife, or the Potter's house, the Potter's house, or any of things of that nature, because he was really powerful. And I saw his power those 2 nights when we were there. I saw what he can do with the power of his tongue. Pause. But I bring him up to say that wouldn't he have been his therapist? Wouldn't he have been, TD Jakes would have been Puff Daddy's therapist, or at least guided him into the right path to get that therapy if it was needed so much. Or so badly at that time. If they felt that it was needed so badly, why didn't they get that therapy or whatever they needed? And if maybe he did get it. If he did get it, then he needed to show some paperwork on it. I feel like, yeah, after HIPAA law stuff, well, I ain't gonna say that all the way, but yeah, we need to see some paperwork. We need to see something, because I'm not what that little video that he posted over the weekend. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. And like I said, I know a lie when I hear one. I know BS when I hear one, because I've given BS. Before we get too far into this video, I just wanted to give a shout out to the victims of domestic violence. If you are going through any type of domestic violence issues, whether you be a man, a woman, adult, or a kid, you can call this number right here, 1-800-799-7233. That's domestic violence hotline, 1-800-799-7233. You never know who might need it. All right, so getting back to it, Diddy has girls, pretty little girls too. Diddy, what if somebody would have dated one of them and was kicking them down the hallway or beating on them like you did in that video with Miss Cassie? You wouldn't like that, would you? Or would you even care? Because, I mean, I looked at him sideways when they raided the house and he was out and the kids were there. I'm sitting there like, I'm sure you knew something was going on, or something was in the pipelines to have them come down there and have you out of there like that. Almost make me think, well, I'm gonna stay on point, but I was looking at him sideways with that. I was looking at you sideways because I'm like, you know, that's those are your kids. Now, whether they're blood or not, they're your kids, and one of them was your blood son. So why not have them put up somewhere safe and sound? And then you hear about how he's done some of his other artists, like the night that Biggie got killed. Did you guys hear that interview from Mace? How he said that they all came to the guys he came down there with to LA that he didn't come back with after Biggie was killed. Well, not killed, but after Biggie was yeah. Man, this is crazy. This is really, really crazy. I don't see why Um, I don't see how anybody could actually come back from this. Even if he had therapy and he showed it and showed us live that he was getting it done, and live that he was going to counseling, and live that he was, I still probably wouldn't believe him, because I'm like, you know what? What's done is done. And then I notice how they're all saying that yeah, I notice how they're saying that they're trying to rectify the situation, and lightly by saying, you know, he was intoxicated. He was heavily intoxicated when he, you know, did this to Cassie in the hallway of the hotel. But he was in a towel. So clearly, who gets highly intoxicated in a towel? And I'm just being a little petty Betty, but who gets intoxicated, say, naked, and you throw the towel on to go chase her down from the elevator, chase her down the hallway to bring her back from the elevator? No, he wasn't intoxicated. He wasn't highly intoxicated like they're saying he was. You know, come on. I'm like, wow, this is the day of telling the truth, or let this stuff that goes on in the dark come to light now. This is the day for it. And for all you ones, because it's not just guys that's doing this, it's girls, guys, old, young. For all you type of people that actually are out here doing this, what Diddy is recently being reprimanded for, you need to cut it out. Go get counseling or something, because this is not cool. This is definitely not cool. And like I said, I put the number out there earlier. If you're the one that's just having this stuff done to you, seek help. You know, seek help. The first step into identifying that there is a problem is the first step in fixing a problem is identifying that there is a problem. So, you know, yeah, get yourself some help. My one other question is, where's Diddy's mama? They say he put everything in her name, and I had to go turn the AC on, turn it up, because it was hot in the air, and hook my little fan up. I hope y'all can't hear my fan, because she's blowing, but she's making a little bit more noise than I expected it to do. But nonetheless, you see I'm cooling off. I'm cool now. I hope this man gets help. I do. I don't have a daughter, but I do have a sister. And I do have a mother. I have aunts. I have very good friends that are females. I have very good friends that are males that have daughters, and they have moms and sisters and such, so on and so on. So I don't want this stuff to be going on with them. And I know, you know, this type of violence has been going on for the test of time. I think I heard recently the Breakfast Club had mentioned that domestic violence actually had been going on up until the 1920s. You can be in the same household, you can domestic violate your wife or your loved one if they got out of line. Up until like the 1920s, they kind of counseled that out, or put rules in place that you cannot be doing this stuff. So I don't know if maybe these rules need to be reinforced or what, but it needs to stop. It does. It needs to stop. So boy, I just wish they could have did a damn thing for Wendy Williams. I know she's over there like her and that purple chair. I know that purple chair, if that chair could talk, if that purple chair could talk. Did she have a name for that chair? I wonder. I really didn't watch Wendy Williams like that, but the few times I did capture, I do remember her, her in a chair. All the best to Wendy Williams too. Like I said, I kind of looked at her 50-50 because she did a lot of crazy stuff back in her day too. But for the most part, and also Diddy is 46 years old. He's a billionaire. He has oodles of time on his hands where he can go get help for stuff like this. This didn't have to go this far. This shouldn't have gone this far. This should not have gone this far. This should have been stopped back then. I'm wondering how, what the demise of Kim Porter at this point. They need to really investigate all this stuff, man. I mean, this is really, really crazy. If Diddy hadn't done an apology video, I probably would have kind of... No, I still would have been the same because I seen the video. Like I said, I seen the video of him dragging her down the hallway in a towel. That's just crazy. But I mean, still, if he hadn't done the apology video, I probably would have, like, you know... But no, he did it, and I don't like it now. So, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and just keep going on and going and going. But I needed y'all to know where I was coming from with this. And I feel very, very bad about this, about Cassie. Like I said, just like it seemed like a week ago, he was saying she was out for the money and she was lying, painting her out to be such a bad person, and this person that you couldn't trust, and she was out for money and da. But now you're praising a different song, and you, dude. Okay, I know they say. I remember in school they were saying that the one step away above a genius is a psychopath. So I don't know. Now I know they was praising him, and I was praising him too. I ain't gonna lie. Over the years, because he does seem to make things happen as far as the music in the music business. So yeah, I just would say, yeah, he's a genius. He's a genius. But after seeing that video, man, like I said, they're just all bets out the window. It is. This is really, really horrible. And something has to be done. I'll give you back your day, the rest of your evening. Like I said, I just want to come on here and put my 2 cents, or my 3 cents in, 5 cents in it, because I really was really, really upset about this. Hit that like button, and I'll let you guys get back to your day. Like I said, I put the number down earlier. If you're not dealing with it, you know somebody else is dealing with it, slide that, rewind this video back and get the number and slide that number on over to them. You know, we got to get this fixed as a community, as a whole, we got to get this fixed, because this should not be happening. We got to stop this from happening on all levels.